So I grew up in Albert Road, Bullaburra. Basically lived in the same house until I left at the end of high school. And pretty normal childhood here. We did little A's on the weekends and I think went straight from there to race BMX and spent a lot of time riding mountain bikes and bushwalking through the bush out here. So a really active childhood in Western Sydney. Loved all sports, but particularly loved running. The goal was always at the end of high school I was going to start taking running seriously, and when I went to university, my first year there, it was Sydney Olympics was that year, it was 2000, I was going to compete at the Sydney Olympic trials, and I did compete there, and it was a bit of a disappointing result, and I felt this sense of guilt at not giving running the focus that it should because of applying myself so much into the party scene. And I should have made the decision to quit partying to focus on running, but unfortunately I quit running so that I would feel less guilty about really committing to partying and that social scene. And yeah, so that was 2000, I was 18 years old, and from then I just intended to have a year off, get the partying out of my system and then really focus on running again. But unfortunately 1 year ended up probably being closer to 5 years where I really didn't run much. My health really suffered and I put on a lot of weight and definitely felt like I was a little bit lost, had no direction, no passion, and wasting a talent that I'd been given. In 2006, I was watching the Commonwealth Games down in Melbourne and saw a bunch of guys that I used to compete against in school out there wearing the green and gold, and that really just lit the fire to see, maybe rather than just trying to be a good runner, is there any chance that I could get back to a top level and represent Australia? And it seemed like a ridiculous goal at the time, but 4 years later I made the next Commonwealth Games team in the 5K and the 10K, and it all started with just trying to get healthy and just trying to move a little bit more. And for me it ended up at Commonwealth Games and the Olympics and that sort of thing, but even if it hadn't, it still would have been the right decision for me and for everyone else out there. Just physical activity can have so many follow-on benefits in terms of your general health and your mental health, that sort of thing. Well, RunWest for me, being from Western Sydney and having travelled the world and seen what events like this can do for the community, to give people a goal to work towards, to train towards, and then to get out and to experience the atmosphere of a huge number of people out exercising together, seeing that come to Western Sydney, and in the inaugural event it'll be amazing, and hopefully we can build it up to really engage the community and get people out moving. I'm really excited.